friends. I'm excited to have you here today, and I'm going to introduce you to a wonderful lady. But before we do so, I want to take a moment to center you with us in this moment right now. And we do so by closing our eyes. So close your eyes. Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in through your nose, slowly out through your mouth, relaxing your face, relaxing your jaws, centering yourself on the chair, feeling your feet connecting with the earth. And then allow your awareness to go inside of your pelvis area, grounding you into this physical experience. And then take your awareness to the center of the earth, a radiant, beautiful crystal, igniting calm, centered energy, giving you exactly what you need in this moment, creating a breath between you and the earth, a swirl of our energy entering your energy field, entering your feet and igniting every single cell, allowing you to receive the nourishment, the centeredness, the receptivity. Allow that swirl to go all the way up through your knees, igniting the crystals inside of your knees all the way up into your pelvis area, igniting your first chakra, grounding you, centering you. I am. Allowing yourself to go up with that energy and igniting the second and the third, centering you even more, allowing who you are to fully be in that physical body of yours, illuminating its light from your belly area into the world, to the front, the sides, all the way back, down to the earth, but also up. Then allowing the swirl to ignite that golden essence in your heart, allowing yourself to radiate your light into the world, all around you. And then take a moment to put your hands on your heart, connecting with who you truly are. Setting an intention for this session. What is it you want to ignite, shift, receive, transform? And allow that intention to center in the center of your heart. Allowing the golden essence to spread this intention into your field, centering it, grounding you, igniting you. And then take a moment to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, feeling your feet connecting with the earth, allowing your awareness into the center of the earth, grounded, connected, ready to receive. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. So hi everyone, welcome back. And now I want to introduce you to one of my friends. Her name is Lisa, and I love the work she puts into the world. So welcome, Lisa, welcome.
Thank you, Sigrid. It is so beautiful to be with you here again. Always so much fun to connect.
Yeah. I just love your energy. I love the work you do in the world. And so can you share a little bit more with the audience? Who are you and what is it what you do?
Absolutely. So, of course, my name is Lisa Barnett, and I'm here in California, and I have been accessing the Akashic Records to support people on their soul journey. And I started doing this so many years ago. I hate to give away my age, but I have a school in which I teach people to do this work so that they can understand who they really are. And because your soul wrote a plan before you were born, I find that when people can understand their soul's plan, it gives them, a leg up, or it makes it so much easier to understand their relationship to people in their lives, their soul path and their purpose, all of the different contracts we've written, and the gifts and talents we want to share with humanity. And so this is the blessing that I've been given for my soul purpose, is accessing the Akashic Records and being able to teach that to other people, as well as I love to do Akashic Record readings and energy healings through the quantum field for my clients. And so that's just a little bit about what I do.
And so I'm curious, because people listening, they want to create this sensational impact on the world. They're here to give, they're here to do good. Like, knowing what is my soul's mission. It's not like a one size fits all answer, probably, but can you share a little bit more about how to access that full potential, who you are born to be, and really embody that in life? What is needed? What is the path?
Yes. Oh, it's so beautiful, and I would say simple and complex. It's one of those kind of interesting things, because your soul purpose is not a job description, right? I find so many people are wondering, what did I come to do? But it's numerous things. And part of what the Akashic Record Keepers say to me is that part of our purpose is to complete our soul's plan. And that means to not only share the gifts and talents that you have brought to share, and that is going to be unique to each person. Because what we do when we choose to write the soul plan and come back to earth is we look at all the different possibilities, all the things that we've been throughout the time-space continuum, all the different lifetimes in which we were really on task or capable or really a powerful, whatever it is, healer, teacher, wise woman or man, shaman, mother, father, right? All of these are part of our soul plan and gift, or many of these are part of them. And often when we look at soul purpose and gifts, we look at that kind of bigger archetype, such as being a communicator, like you and I are, Sigrid, right? We're both communicators.
Yeah.
We work in different ways, in different realms. But between writing books and speaking, and you having summits, and all the different options there are in the world, we get to share our gifts in the way that feels the best to us, to our heart and soul. And so when we make this big plan before we come to earth, we want to support numerous people. We often write something like 25 or maybe even 50 soul contracts to support people, to learn and grow from them and with them, to share our gifts with them. It may be to be a child of someone, to be a parent of someone else, to be a sibling or a spouse or a significant partner. It could be a business partner. And so we write these important soul contracts, and often to support each other, but also when I see many different relationships, there's karma attached, really, which means we've come to learn something with that person, from that person, to share some of our wisdom with them. Maybe they've come to learn something from us. And of course, because it's life, it's give and take, the flow is important, to flow both ways, back and forth, right? So I would say that it's rare that any soul contract is one-sided. There are always two sides. Even if you're the teacher, it's two-sided, right? Because your student has come to learn from you. You can't force your teaching on them if they're not willing, right? Same thing with a marriage or with a significant partnership, right? It has to have the flow, the give and the take. And so when we can understand our soul contracts with other people and what they're about, we can also ask in our own Akashic records if they're complete or not, or what else we came to learn, or if there's other gifts to share with this person. So I find that it's very important for people right now in history. So many of us are raising our vibration, and not all of our partners or our friends or our loved ones are coming with us. And so I find I have a lot of clients and students who ask, is this soul contract complete? Can I end this relationship, in other words? So all of this information is written because you made many of these choices before you embodied. So accessing your own Akashic records, learning to do this for yourself is a phenomenal tool to have daily guidance on most topics that you could ask in your own Akashic records every day, about your life, about your business, about your relationships, about your health, right? All of these different pieces, as well as helping you to raise your vibration, to understand what might be stopping or blocking you, and to be able to move through those blocks or those traumas or that stuck energy, so that we can actually, get through to really live the life that your heart and soul desires, what you chose to come here to do, right? To embrace that aspect. And Sigrid, I was thinking back the other day, I was talking to one of the beautiful women who I have taught to be an Akashic record teacher. So I've known her for, I'm going to say maybe 15 years, and she has studied with me, and now she teaches my Akashic record work. And we were reminiscing the other day, and we were talking about some of these really powerful times in our Akashic records. And it was fascinating because we both came up with a very similar experience from when we were ourselves newer students, right? I was a new student back 20 plus years ago myself. And so my memory was of accessing my Akashic records, asking to be shown other lifetimes in which I was an Akashic record consultant, in which I worked in the Akashic records. And it was like, so like, can I put it into words? It was phenomenal because I saw numerous lifetimes in which I was a teacher in an ancient mystery school, in which I myself was an Akashic record keeper before embodying billions of years ago, right? It's just the way it kind of works. I saw lifetimes of myself as a healer in the Middle Ages, using the Akashic divine guidance that I could access in that lifetime also. And what that experience did for me is it validated who I really was. Because what I felt up to that point was that, I'm hearing that I'm here to teach this work. I'm feeling that I'm a healer, but I'm still experiencing being this little person in this life right now. And at that point, I had 3 very small children, and I thought, more like, who do I think I am? Maybe I'm a fake. Am I an imposter? Right? I bet some of you have experienced that, in the past. You'd like to go and teach something, or be a healer, or be a spiritual guide, or do readings for people, whatever it might be for you. But we think, who am I to do that? Well, the greatest gift, or one of the greatest gifts I've experienced from accessing the Akashic records, is knowing deep in my heart, remembering, seeing and remembering, and really embodying those lifetimes in which I have been that before.
Yeah.
So kind of an amazing experience that I've just actually recently remembered was so powerful. Because of course, people often will say to me, why would I want to access my Akashic records? And I would say, because it is so validating. Right?
So I'm just thinking, because I think this is profound, right? It's not about only healing or shifting, it's actually accessing all of your potential, which lies in all these lifetimes and experiences previous to this. So it's like many times when we talk past lives or past experiences, really, people start digging into like the nastiness, right? All the suffering. And I'm like, well, let's try and like plug in what you're now sharing into your greatness. That will clarify your mission, that will clarify your purpose, who you are. And so just before we dive into the experience, how do you access them? I know you should teach them, but can you reveal a little bit more about how it works? Because it seems very mysterious, a mystery.
Yes. Absolutely. So I have been blessed to receive a 5-step wisdom prayer system from the Akashic Masters. Many, many years ago, they said to me, will you help us bring the Akashic field and this wisdom back to humanity? Because it was pulled away from the earth 1,000 years ago. So what happened was during the Dark Ages, people could access more of these multidimensional layers and levels. But as we were kind of falling into the Dark Ages, we could still have some of that access, but people were misusing the information. They were using it for their own gain, to win a war, to find someone else's jewels or gold, to get what they wanted. And so the Akashic beings of light, the record keepers, said it is time to lift this vibration high enough away from Earth that regular everyday people can no longer access this information, and only the mystics, right, the wise ones, the teachers, the shaman, the right, all the beautiful beings of light who are still on the earth, who were into meditation and really very awake, could still access it, but otherwise it really left the planet. And so this is one of the reasons that they asked me to help them bring the information back to Earth, because it was pulled away and they were like, now it's time. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. We have this phenomenal alignment that's just started with the winter solstice. And so over the next 5-10 years, we're raising our vibration. We're in such a beautiful alignment to this higher energy that it makes it so much easier for us to actually do what we came to do. But 20 years ago, I thought the record keepers were crazy picking me because I had all these little babies and I knew nothing. It's just, I don't know. You've got the wrong woman is basically what I said to them. So let me say, if you've ever felt that, it's not the truth, because we are so much more. In that moment, I was a mom. And before that, I've been in corporate, America advertising. So I thought, really, you're tapping on the wrong shoulder here. But, what happens is that we realize through our Akashic records that we are the right person to do what we came to do. And so the record keeper said, I will give you a simple 5-step wisdom prayer system to make it easy, so that people don't have to meditate for 25 years or hope. A lot of people say, I think maybe I'm accessing my Akashic records, but I'm not really sure, right? And so they said, we want to make it easy. And that is by giving us an access prayer, which acts as a vibrational key to open the door to your Akashic records. And you get to go in and talk to these amazing Akashic librarians. So if you imagine that you've got your own huge library with thousands of books of everything you've ever been or done in this life or in this world, in this earth, or other places, planes, and dimensions, and you have about a dozen Akashic record keepers or librarians. So they're here to help us. They're here to support us. They're here to share about what gifts did we bring? How can we reclaim those? What else can I understand about that life? How else can I validate my desires now? And so it's a very, very simple process. I always say, really, I teach you to access your own personal Akashic records with an access prayer and these simple 5 steps to set your intention to be in alignment to your highest Akashic wisdom, to open the prayer using an access prayer, to access the records by using a prayer. And then, of course, we ask questions. We literally have conversations with our own Akashic record keepers. We can ask so many different questions that I teach my students to go in your records every day, spend 30 minutes or an hour, ask what is important for you to know now. So if you're starting a business, you could have an hour-long conversation every single day. You could ask, do I have a soul contract with this person maybe that I want to have as my business partner? Is there karma attached? Is there learning? Or is this a support contract? Right? So we only get to ask about us, but we were asking, is this a soul contract I have with that person? And then we can ask about our history and who we've been or what we've done or how many lifetimes have I done this sort of work in the past. And, I often talk about the first time I wrote a book, the record keeper said, write a book. And I said, I can't even spell. Again, wrong person, So I just always try and, after my little grumble, I say, yes, of course, tell me how. And they did. Writing with ease, having been a published author, right? Being able to get this done without a big, drama, right? So we can ask for this help and support in so many ways like that. So using my 5-step wisdom prayer system, I'm going to say just makes it easy.
Yeah, I love this because it's like, it sounds like full remembrance. And I also recognize so much of you always say yes to them, right? It's like, okay, I don't have a clue, let's do this. And I just trust fully. And when you do that, it will come, naturally, because you don't, like I always say, I don't have to make it up. Like I don't have to do the work myself. I'm actually allowing it to flow through me. And it's just pure remembrance and co-creation. I love it so much. And so you also have an experience for us. Can you share or start whatever you want to do?
What feels like a perfect experience is to bring us all together out into the galaxies, out above the world, so that we can connect to some of our highest wisdom, to some of the beautiful people that are out there to support you. We're going to set our intention with who, what, and what we'd like to connect with. And we're going to go out into the galaxies, out into the solar system. And we are going to spread our energy and our beautiful soul symbol so that people can find us all over the earth, and our other beautiful energetic family members, maybe the angels if you have an angelic connection, or some of your star seed family who's out there waiting for you, so we can connect up with our intention. And so you could set the intention to connect to people who will support you in whatever that might be for you, creating your business, starting a new relationship, supporting, some people or family or friends, whatever that might be, writing your own book, getting out there and being a speaker or a teacher. We can set our intention, and we'll do that in the process, to connect to all those people who are here to support you. And I just want to make that really as a clear point, because I know that for so many of us, we feel like we've been lone wolves. We've been running our business. We've been, trying to do it all ourselves. And one of the very important pieces as we go forward now is that we're here to create community, to connect to the people who are here to support us. and for us to be here to support others. And so creating that beautiful community, that support system, and being the support for others, that really helps us to raise our vibration in a whole nother way as we go forward into 2021, creating, again, the life that our soul desires and that our heart and our personality also desires. So we don't want to leave anything out. Our personality is important.
It is. I love how you're actually, it is. The personality is also important. It is. I love it.
Yes, I mean, that's the fun part about why we come here to be human. We like being embodied. We love the juiciness of the world, you know, the love, the food, the physicality, all of the yumminess, the sunsets and the sunrises, our babies, all of those things, right? And so we don't want to ignore any of that. And we want to bring that all into this beautiful community and connection as we go forward, creating the life that we desire, because that's really what this is. The fifth dimension is about being the creator beings that we truly are. And so this guided visualization that we're going to do is about creating. So, all that said, let's. All right. So just as we close our eyes and make ourselves comfortable in our chairs, I always love to invite our soul, that big soul energy of you, to come down more fully present into your physical body. Really inviting that soul essence and all of these amazing aspects that you are to integrate into the physical form more fully in this moment. And just taking a nice breath as we invite our heart to relax and open just a little bit further. With our body fully connected and grounded and safe right here, we are going to just imagine that we are shooting out above the earth, out up by the moon, where we can look down on beautiful Gaia, the spectacular blue-green planet that we love so. So floating above Gaia, we're going to ground and connect to her in a little bit of a different way. So just imagine that you're wearing a beautiful golden cape or cloak. So it has a hood and it wraps around your body and it keeps you safe and protected as you're floating out here in space. And this cape is long and it grows and it lengthens and it stretches this beautiful sparkly golden fabric as it comes down, and it wraps like a big tail right around Gaia, holding Gaia in your cape, in your cloak, in your golden fabric. So we're grounding from space and yet beautifully and powerfully connected to Gaia. So as we're grounded here out in the galaxies, out looking down, we're going to invite our heart to open and expand and expand and expand. And we're going to invite our third chakra to do the same. Open and expand and expand and expand until both your third and your fourth chakras are bigger than you. Imagine they're about 10 feet above you and to each side and below and to the front and to the back, of course, because it's a big ball. It's very big. And the fourth and the third chakras blend together. And in that blended space, there is a wish-fulfilling jewel where your fourth chakra and your third chakra overlap. It's a beautiful wish-fulfilling jewel. And in that jewel is your soul signature symbol. It's the perfect symbol of you. It holds the energy and the essence of you. It is your signature in a little bitty symbol. And so now we're going to invite our wish fulfilling jewel and our soul symbol to expand out. And it's going to expand all the way around the earth. So just as you're held and connected to Gaia, the soul symbol expands out also all the way around. You can see this beautiful gold and sparkly ball from you around the planet. And just seeing these sparkly symbols, you may notice them as a symbol. Could be something like a sacred geometry. Could be a symbol. Maybe you're a musician and it's a musical note. Maybe it's a pen or a book. Or maybe it's just sparkling energy. It's all perfect. And as we sprinkle our soul symbol around Gaia and around out around the galaxy, let's set our intention to connect to the highest and best people, places, things that will support us in taking the next step on our soul path. So you're welcome to add specific words to that if you wish. Or you can leave it more open-ended. Support on the next highest and best step on your soul path. Just feel your soul symbol expanding and expanding out through our solar system, out further into the galaxy toward the galactic center. Knowing that you are touching all of the people and beautiful beings of light that are here to support you. And with one more beautiful deep breath, knowing that it is done, and so it is. And we call our energy back into our body. We invite our heart chakra, our third chakra, to come back within our auric field. And we gently float back down to earth and into our physical bodies, right here and now. And just feeling your body and your feet on the ground. You might tap your feet a little and get nice and grounded and connected again. And when you're ready, just go ahead and open your eyes. Ooh, I always love doing that. So look for emails or people to call you or new connections, maybe doors opening where you hadn't seen them before, or invitation to something, a gathering online, wherever it might be for you. So just be aware of all the new connections you just made.
Beautiful. And you know, it shifted. I was like, I should have one symbol, but it kind of shifted because when you had the jewel, I could see combined. It was almost like a hologram. It was like a namaste, very grounded. And then and I saw also white feathers and then sparkling gold. So it was kind of multiple things in one. And then it started flying around the galaxy, sparkling like all that gold. I'm like, this is probably the way to connect. It was very beautiful. And I resonate with all of them deeply. They just combined it. And I'm like, wow, it was very soft, like almost angelic wings, like feathery white. I love white.
Oh, that's
So I
beautiful.
love gold as well. And so and I love this gesture. So it's interesting to see like the remembrance happening instantly. So I'm excited about this.
Yay, you'll have to keep me posted and let me know what new shows up for you.
I will actually. I'm going to have my eyes wide open and my awareness too. And so you also have a fantastic offer. So can you share more about that? Because I think that's very exciting.
I would love to. So I would love to invite everyone to join me to learn to be guided by your soul's wisdom by learning to access your own Akashic records. So I have a live online workshop coming up starting in February. And there will be 7 live sessions with me. And in that process, I will teach you to do all these sorts of things like access your own Akashic records using my 5-step wisdom prayer system. You will learn 3 different access prayers because we're pretty unique, right? So there are 3 access prayers to find what resonates the most with you. I never find that it's a one size fits all situation. So the record keepers have actually given me 6 different access prayers. And in this course, I teach you 3 of them. And so we will learn and do many exercises and processes with the access prayers. There are 7 healing prayers, numerous tools. I do a lot of guided visualizations, kind of quick ones like we just did, 10-minute ones to support you, to help you align to your soul path, to create a rainbow shield, to be able to really call back your energy that you've left scattered about, which can make us very exhausted. And so many, many different tools in this 7 sessions that I teach over just under 4 weeks. And so we'll clear blocks that hold you back. We'll learn how to release old karmic patterns. You will gain clarity with ease when you have to make a new decision, right? Because accessing your Akashic records, we can go in and ask very pointed questions, and certainly questions like, is this in my highest and best interest to do this, whatever it is, this workshop, this class, this job, this business, this, relationship. And so we really learn to align to your soul's wisdom, and so that you can do the things that you actually came to do in this life. And of course, we love to talk a little bit about being able to be abundant in all ways, to make the money you deserve and to have some fun doing it, as well as really opening your heart to receive the support you need to follow on your soul's path. So I know there's a link so that you can read along if you would like. So we have these 7 2-hour live sessions with me, and there will be 12 hours of really clear guidance. And then we have 2 more hours where we get on Zoom together and you get to ask questions about what you've been learning, about things that are holding you back, any other blocks. And so this is 14 hours total. Online with me in February. And so you'll print out your 44 plus page manual. So you have everything in writing. You'll learn 30 magic questions to ask when you want to gain clarity at a crossroads or make a decision with ease. Of course, as I mentioned, numerous different energy tools and guided visualizations to help and to support you. And every session is recorded. You can have it, you can download it to your computer. You can go back and and listen to it and watch it with the slideshows if you miss one. And you can also connect in our private Facebook group. And so there is just so much support for you to learn to access your own Akashic records with ease.
I love it because it's such a complete experience. And it is live. It is also recorded, but also if you join early, it's actually a live experience, which is very special because many times these are not like people are not actually giving you the offer of a live experience. Many times they're recordings, and it's both. And I love that. And so you have something else as well, something exciting for the people who are actually joining or participating in the VIP experience. And so can you share what that is?
Lucky person gets to get on Zoom with me or on the phone with me, depending on where you are in the world. And I will do a 30-minute Akashic record reading and healing for you. And so I believe that you're going to pull names or something like that. So I hope everybody participates and jumps in and tries to win one of the wonderful prizes you have going on.
Thank you. It's going to be so exciting because there's many people offering readings. It's really juicy. But for now, yes, let's check out the offer of Lisa because it's really a great experience. I know from actually previous seasons, clients of mine taking the course being very excited. So it's like, it really is a win, like a really massive offer. I love it a lot. And so thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. I love the experience. It was really good. So people also start sharing with us. What did you experience? Thank you so much for who you are. I really, really loved it. Thank you.
Thank you. It's always such a pleasure. Thank you so much, Sigrid. Thank you, everyone. I love y'all.
So thank you to the audience as well. Thank you for being here. And we will talk to each other tomorrow. Much love. Bye. Bye.